It's my great honor to introduce Congressman Mike Coffman, Republican of Colorado, who is a member of the House Armed Services Committee and a member of the Iran Human Rights and Democracy Caucus. Please welcome Congressman Coffman.
Well, thank you so much. It is great to be with you. Prior to the Congress, I served in both the Army and the Marine Corps, and had essentially 4 assignments in the Middle East. And I think that there is one. If I look at American foreign policy, there is really one, I would say, axiom that I think leads to the failure of much of our policy in the Middle East, and that is we want to see the world not as it is, but as we want it to be, and that we believe that if given the opportunity, that everyone will be like us. And so it's creating that framework. And so now we have a fundamental shift in American policy, though, beyond that, and it is really founded upon the notion of peace through diplomacy versus peace through strength. Let me say first, I had the opportunity to go to Israel in 2009 and meet with Prime Minister Netanyahu, met separately with the Israeli Chief of Staff, then met separately with, at that time, Perez, President of Israel. And I asked them all in separate meetings the same question. I asked them, what would it take to get Iran to stop its development of a nuclear weapons program? And it's interesting that the answer was all the same. And the answer was that the way to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon is to have economic sanctions that are so tough on Iran that it fundamentally fears a collapse of its economy and a loss of power for its theocratic governance. And so we have pursued that, and it has been successful. Unfortunately, we're not following through on it. And this administration, this president, has given a lifeline to Iran, not only relaxing sanctions, but simply relaxing sanctions by coming to the negotiating table and now going to the United States and unraveling the sanctions regime. Under the understanding, the belief, what I consider the false belief, that if you treat Iran like any other country in the community of nations, any responsible country, that Iran will come around and fundamentally change its behavior, and on its own will give up the quest for nuclear weapons, on its own will give up state-sponsored terrorism, on its own will adopt Western-style democratic principles. And I think that this is a very, very dangerous journey for the United States, for the region, and for the world. And so it is extraordinary to me as we look at this agreement and as we begin to debate this agreement that not only does it free up about $150 billion for Iran, it yields, gives them, pulls back the economic sanctions, and then fundamentally it will lift a weapons embargo to Iran, as well as ballistic missile technology. An extraordinary mistake for the United States, and we will have this debate in Congress, and I hope that we prevail against this president. God bless you for being here. Thank you.
Congressman Mike Coffman, thank you very much.